and there's a lot of stuff we are figuring out, to be honest, because cemetery is not my first choice of things to deal with, but the story is so important, that we jumped right in to do it. So this was a regular path for transients, drugs, prostitutes. You used to find the bottles, drinking, booze. That's what was happening here, amongst the veterans of several world wars for our country. Follow me.
My name is Marcus McMurray. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I just graduated from Winston-Salem State University. We're out here cleaning up the cemetery, trying to get it looking nice and neat for the veterans and everybody that was out here, served for our country. There's a lot of black pioneers of Charlotte in here, and I think it's important for people in my age group, young folks, to come back out here and learn the history of Charlotte. Learn that black people helped build the west side of Charlotte, helped build the Charlotte entirely, really. And it's a lot of people out here that helped our community, helped John C. Smith, helped just Charlotte in general get on the map. And we always looked out for each other, so this is our way of repaying them, keeping them nice, looking good for the holidays and things like that.
My name is Nathaniel Freeman Jr., and I'm out here at Cedar Grove Cemetery. It is a project that I'm very passionate about. There's a lot of black history here. The way that the Beatties Ford Road corridor is shaping up, we don't want to lose sight of the history that's in this area. So what we're doing is focused on cleaning up this cemetery to give back to the community. They have a lot of loved ones. There's a lot of history in this cemetery. So we have reefs across America out here putting reefs on our veterans' plots. So we want to make sure that we're sharing this experience and all the knowledge that we have here in the cemetery with everybody in the community, not just in the community, but nationwide. There's an initiative to focus on black cemeteries, the history there, and the people laid to rest. This is just one of many that needs to be focused on, cleaned up, given back to the community, and the stories of the loved ones here should be told and spread out across the city.
I'm actually a Navy veteran, and I go to the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, and I'm also the president of the Student Veterans of America 49er chapter at Charlotte. And this project is important because when you enlist in the Navy and you enlist in the military, you're guaranteed food, shelter for a little bit, and a free burial, proper burial. And when I came here, the class that I was taking was offering extra hours as this volunteer event, and I saw the military veterans that had been put to rest here, but their burial site wasn't kept up. And it's one of those things, is you get a free burial but not upkeep and not a peaceful place to rest. And that's why I felt it was very important to be able to have veterans my age that are just getting out and maybe have been out for a little bit, to be able to continue and honor those that have served before us and keep that memory alive.
I'm gonna try not to get emotional saying this. Looking at the pictures online of Cedar Grove and reading the history was jaw-dropping. Coming here and experiencing it and seeing graves that, man, it could be my great-grandfather, my great-aunt. Some of them, it could have been my grandfather or my grandmother. Seeing their grave sites just in such disarray, like I can't imagine what that feels like, to know that historically the great-grandchild or great-grandniece or someone, they could not come to see where their loved one was buried and be able to pay their respects the way they should because of how it looks. And it's, that's gut-wrenching. So I hope that today we've, in all that we can do in a little bit of time, I hope that it encourages people to, one, pay attention to their history, because this is our history, with all of the prominent African Americans that are buried here. It's big history for Charlotte, North Carolina, and the thing that bothers me about our community the most is sometimes we don't pay enough attention to our own history. So for me, it was it's eye-opening. I'm probably going to go in a car and ugly cry on my way home, just because I can't I can't imagine what peace that will hopefully bring to so many family members in Charlotte.
And actually seeing people from the community and people from the neighborhood show up and they say, "What are you guys doing?" They're like, "We're cleaning this up." And they say, "Okay, I want to help. I want to come back." And that in itself is the value of community, and you know, the
I know. I'm
yeah,
trying.
I know. It's so important, and the more you talk about it and the more it brings people together as well, the more people that want to help, and then we get it up higher and higher and higher, and then maybe the city will help.
Yeah.
You know, so that's kind of the strength of numbers, but also the strength of success of how much you get done, where we look at it and say, maybe a few of us today, but we're getting back there. We're getting back to the edge there. We're seeing more people. We're going to get to them. And that's kind of the measures of real success right there too. So. Yeah.